I hope corn does well in here this year. I hope the cows haven't destroyed it too awful bad. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a little TLC to the field here. I'm gonna take the tractor and push the piles out. As you see there, push them out of the field and push them up in a pile and let them turn the back to dirt, and put it on the field one of these days. It's pretty well trumped, and what I'm saying about I hope it does well, I hope the ground isn't packed too hard for everything, because cattle, they really compact the ground, especially when it's conditions like this. It gets a little dry and the mud gets really tacky, kind of like Play-Doh like, and it really packs when it does that. So I'm going to how I'm going to address the field if I don't fall in it is I'm going to take a disc and I'm going to disc everything in here a time or two. Just a straight disc, not turning up any dirt or anything, just straight cut. Kind of breaks them up, some of the hay and whatever may be in here. There's some flood debris I got to get out too, that the disc will help chop some of that up. And then I'm going to drag it. I got to build a drag, so that'll be a video, a little short video, how I'm going to build one, and drag it down and let it rest in about the 1st of May. If it's dry enough, there will be corn planted here. And right there's the planter. And somebody had mentioned they wanted to see a little bit about it. So that's what we're going to do. If I can get over there. And I got to divert some of the water out of this field, because where I've been going up through here to the road to feed, dumping out over the fence, I've created ruts, and it catches all the water and it comes down in the field, as you can see. So I got to do a little of that, get the water out here as best I can, and I don't have to follow it. So, oh, and I'm out of minerals too, I think. Let's look and see. Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, I gotta go get milk replacer anyways. So, this is an Allis Chalmer 4-row planter. It's adjusted to 30-inch rows. You can adjust it however you want to. If you got wide rows, narrow rows, you just take these U-bolts. Well, they're not U-bolts, they've been made, I guess, to fit it, and you just slide them out wherever you need them to. You can see. Come on. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, it's dry. I left seeds in here from last year. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Does anybody know if I could put fertilizer in that? If that would work? Because I got one box up here. This one that doesn't have a lid. The bear ripped it off, and it had fertilizer in it before, and it got wet and rusted everything out. Let's see. I don't know what the model is. By no means. I mean, there's not even a serial plate on it that we have found to figure out what model it is. So if anybody knows, let me know. This is the fertilizer box. Whoever had it before didn't take care of it, so they're pretty well rusted, shot, no good. Let me see. these have to be replaced. Let's see, it's a no-till. I'll show you what really makes it a no-till is these discs here. When they're wavy like that, it's a no-till drill. So what this does is it cuts a groove, because all the weight goes more or less right here on this cross beam. The majority of the weight goes right down here, cuts a groove, and everything's ground speed. So you can see all the chains, cogs. Okay, and you got your double disc there, double disc opener. I think you can see that. Yep, right where my hand is. It opens the ground up just a little bit, drops C down in, and it's here. And then you got your row closers. It's right here. There's also weight on this that mashes everything back together and just leaves a little groove there. Everything is ground speed. Has to be. Can't be PTO. Only why even I said that. Now, let me back up here so you can get a little better view of it. And I'll just walk around it here just like this, so everybody can get a good look at it. And I used this last year, and it actually did very well to not be used in 2-3 years. It was the first time I had ever planted corn for myself. It was the first time I ever used this drill. It's hydraulic lift, as you'll see here in just a second. What raises it up for a transport mode. Oops. Easy, girl. Got the 2 lift cylinders right here, down there, which brings the whole planter up. And right here, that's where the hose goes to, and you can actually lock this in transport mode. I don't know why I didn't have it up when I parked it here. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, it did very well, and it needs a new jack. This one froze, and I don't know what's all wrong with it. And this here, this adjustable tongue here, I'm assuming this is just for a tractor height, correct? I'm not really sure, because last year I used this to adjust up there a little bit for down pressure. And I think the reason I had to do that is because the 2020 that I used set really low. So it kind of had the planter doing this number planting. So I had to adjust it to where I wanted to run level, because the I don't know the terminology for these Packer wheels. I don't know what you want to call them. They wasn't on the ground too well, but so I had to adjust it like that. And there was one thing I wanted to ask some of y'all, if y'all had any ideas, is how to, being this is a no-till drill, how to make your markers. Now this here is a rod that come with it that I'm assuming, I really don't know. I have no clue what this rod is for. I have an idea, but I really don't know. I'm thinking it's to use it as a to mark your rows for the next pass. I don't know that for certain. I've heard people say that that's supposed to go on the tractor on the front, And the chain's supposed to hang down to make a little mark in the where you need to go, but that would only work on the application to in a tillage situation. I don't think it would mark the ground enough to do it in a no-till situation. Then somebody else also said it's just supposed to slide out here so far, and you just have a chain that just barely touches the ground. And what you want to do is you want to keep that chain right over the row that has just been planted. So that would work, but I don't have the greatest depth perception with my eyes and everything, so that might be a little tricky for me. And yes, I know I could put the arms that fold out to put the markers, but I don't think I'll get there in time for that, because I'll have to have somebody make them, and it'll probably get a little spendy. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. This is the 4-row Allis Chalmer no-till corn planter. So any comments, suggestions, ideas, questions, etc., anything else I've left out, forgot to do, to tell, say, show, let me know, and I will be sure to do that for you. So anyways, thanks for watching. Comment if you like, subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, later.